Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shane, and welcome to Corrupt Brothers Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Mass Effect. I'm planning on doing the entire walkthrough as a Renegade. If you'd like to see it done as a Paragon, I would like to recommend the channel called The Captain of Dave. Captain Dave is a very good provider of walkthroughs. I've been a long-time fan of his, and he is very thorough in the games he does. And as I said, he does a walkthrough of the entire Mass Effect series as a Paragon, and I'm going to be doing mine all the way through as Renegade. There's your way to get both sides of how to play it through, I guess I would say. Enough of that, let's get started.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
I like how they make it more involved by having you more or less pull up your own service record. Now we are going to be starting a brand new ID. I prefer the female voice actor as far as Shepard goes. I think she delivers the lines more believably and more fluidly. But for expedience sake, we're going to go with a default male Shepard. That way I don't have to bore y'all having to wait around on me to create a character.
Please log in to access your profile.
And we are going to change the name to simply Shane.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Now, with the profile reconstruction, your pre-service history, you can either be a spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military, your childhood was spent on ships and station as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist, you were born and raised in Mindoir, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindoir, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. An Earthborn, you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. And as I said, I'm planning on playing through completely as a Renegade, so I feel that the most aggressive history makes the most sense, so we're going to go with Earthborn.
Confirm psychological profile.
Now, your psychological profile, you have three options, those being Sole Survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torment and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War Hero, early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. And Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. And it could just be me, but When it comes to Renegade and Earthborn, Ruthless just seems to be the holy trinity of that one, so to speak. So we're definitely going with Ruthless.
Confirm military specialization.
Now, with military specialization, you have 6 choices. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles and medium armor. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotic than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapons training. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. Now, as I said, Captain Dave does do a walkthrough of this, which I highly recommend watching, where he goes through as a Paragon. He also goes through all 3 games as a Vanguard, and it really does work quite well. I've actually tried all of these, but out of all of them, my favorite throughout all 3 games is the Infiltrator. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, normally, if you're starting a fresh game, you don't get the choice of either of these biotic abilities, but being as I've beaten the game before and I don't know how to do it without it, they're giving me the option of either warp or throw. And as I try to stick with mainly tech abilities, which bring down shields, disrupt weapons, and hurt opponents, warp is as close to a tech ability as you can get out of these 2, so that's what I'm going to choose.
Confirm facial identification.
And as I said, I'm not going to be changing the facial appearance because that would be just flat boring for y'all.
Profile reconstruction complete.
So, for summary, name is Shane Shepard, origin is Earthborn, reputation is Ruthless, and class Infiltrator.
Identification confirmed.
And I'm not going to be changing any of this. Subtitles is on, and we are good to go. I do apologize for the quality of the mic. I am currently working on getting that remedied and hope to have it fixed in future videos.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He got most of his unit killed on Torfin.
He gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
I would try to read this to y'all, but it passes by a lot faster than I can read. It doesn't look like it, but it really does.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Now, Seth Green as Joker is just hilarious, in my opinion. He was the perfect choice for that role. But, yeah. Cut the chatter.
That's enough. You're soldiers. Act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
If there has ever been a character that reminds me of my brother, it is definitely Joker. You just had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Now, everything in this menu here, I'll be showing in depth later on. But just for now, I wanted to take a moment to, I'll go into the equipment and everything later. For now, I'm going to go ahead and just to get rid of the highlighted areas. Now, personally, the Infiltrator is proficient in pistols and sniper rifles, but in the first game, literally, if you max it out and you procure the Spectre grade equipment, the pistol is by far the most dangerous weapon in this game. So you really won't see me using the sniper rifle a whole lot throughout this walkthrough. But the pistol, I would recommend maxing out as soon as possible. So pretty much every time I level up, you'll see me putting points into pistols. But the other thing that I like to max out as soon as possible is either Charm or Intimidate, depending on whether or not I'm playing Renegade or Paragon. And as I said, this time we're playing through as Renegade, so I'm going to be upping Intimidate all the way. Charm, the more you increase it, the higher you can... well, as it says there, it opens new dialogue options. You're also able to buy things at the retailers for cheaper. With Intimidate, it not only opens up new dialogue, but you're able to sell items for more. So we're going to max out pistols for now and put our last point in Intimidate. The journal, you have your main mission objectives, which will be listed here. As it says right now, speak to the captain, which is where we're about to head. The assignments will be the side missions that you end up with. And there will be an extensive amount of those, but I thoroughly intend on completing everything possible throughout the game. I'm sort of OCD about making sure I complete everything possible. And the codex, there's a lot of interesting and fairly pertinent information throughout this inside the codex here under primary and secondary. But quite honestly, if I sat here and either read them to you or gave you time to read them all, we would be here forever. So if you play it yourself, feel free to read them all, but for this walkthrough, I'm literally going to be just hitting square and marking all entries as viewed. If you'd like me to change that, leave me a comment, and as I said, it'll take forever and a day, but I'll try to do my best to at least skim through them, and that way you can pause the game and read them at your leisure. And let's move on. Oh, before we get up here, the character in this game that probably annoys me more than anybody, at least in the first game here, has got to be the gentleman we're about to talk to, Navigator Presley. I don't know why. It's something about him just makes me want to... Interrupting me is not helping his case any. Something about him just makes me want to bang his head off of the console in front of him.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
What were you and the chief arguing about?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander, just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
Getting kind of presumptuous speaking for the whole crew, but what do you mean everyone can feel it?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
You don't trust the Turian Spectre?
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
And him being a Spectre doesn't help any?
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Yeah, well. What are your feelings on the captain?
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Second-guessing your captain is not a way to move up in rank, Presley. But enough about that. What can you tell me about the stealth systems?
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Yes, but with a skeleton crew and without the Spectre here, there's more chance of the ship being commandeered if it runs into pirates. So, yeah, you're wrong.
A full crew makes sense. We need the extra hands in case anything goes wrong. And the Spectre is just here as an observer.
Well, maybe you're right, Commander, but I just can't shake this feeling that we're out here on false pretenses.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think. Just do your job and stay out of the way.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this
I just told everybody I was willing to bounce your head off that console, and I wasn't lying.
The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Hello, Dr. Chakwas.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You're on an Alliance warship, Doctor. It's kind of what you're here for. We fight, you patch us up.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up when we're done.
I know how things work, Commander. I've seen my share of combat, but it's foolish to go looking for trouble. You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint, too.
Sorry, Doc, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
The Spectre has nothing to do with it. It's just another mission. You're also part of the Alliance Navy. Just do your job when you're ordered to.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
It's not about you. Don't play hero.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
What can you tell me about Eden Prime, Jenkins?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Well, if it's so boring, then why are we going there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You know, being that eager is going to get you killed even quicker, along with me, if you're not careful. What can the two of you tell me about Nihilus?
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
He definitely sounds like he can hold his own. Let's hope he doesn't get pissed off while he's in this ship. But speaking of, what can you tell me about the Spectres?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
That does sound dangerous, but are there any human Spectres?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. What you did on Torfin, that's what they're looking for. Success at any cost, ruthless efficiency, show no mercy.
I'm not a yes, I'm a monster. Yeah, I could do that.
Sounds like my kind of job.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
I think that's everything. It was nice talking to you both. The captain's waiting on me, though.
The captain's waiting for me.
So goodbye.
Goodbye, Commander.
And I know I said this before, but I would like to apologize for the quality of the mic. I'm currently working on remedying that. I just don't want anyone thinking that it's going to continue with this kind of commentary quality. I mean, granted, I'm not the most comfortable with commentary as it is, but I at least want it to be of good quality, so I am working on improving that. I don't see the captain. That seems odd.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first.
I was just thinking that.
It will give us a chance to talk.
I'm not here to talk to you. Where's the captain?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Your point would be...
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
That sounds distinctly like a threat.
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Believe it or not, Nihilus, the entire crew has already figured that out.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
You know, for being your second in command, you really should have told me this sooner.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
But aren't the Protheans extinct?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Well, not to sound like a racist or conniving SOB, but why did we bother telling the Council about it if we discovered it?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
I don't take orders from him or the Council.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Well, you just got through saying that most of your species and other species see us as dangerous and as a threat. So why would you put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, what if I don't want to answer to the Council?
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about you, Shepard. Humanity needs this. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay, how about a briefing? What can you tell me about Eden Prime that Jenkins couldn't tell me?
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species, and after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
So in essence, it's a trophy. It's our way of saying we're not as weak as you think we are. Seems like kind of a weak trophy, but okay. What can you tell me about this beacon we're supposed to be picking up?
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Well, we told the Council about this, which covers most of the known races, so what are you exactly defining as the wrong hands?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
I thought the Terminus systems were secure, though.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
All right. I'm ready when you are, sir.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Now, how exactly is he going to gauge my ability to be a Spectre if he's not traveling with us? And for that matter, how can we trust him if he's not willing to help us, or at least accompany us, on this mission?
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
I may not like it, but understood.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.